ever get that feeling? You know, that like sudden urge to create something out of nothing, to take like a blank canvas or whatever and be struck by inspiration and just create something incredible.
Absolutely.
Well, imagine that, but like on a cosmic scale.
Okay.
That's what we're diving deep into today.
All right.
The mind of Brahma.
Brahma.
The creator god in Hinduism.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's not your typical poof creation myth. Like, it's way more intricate than that.
Okay.
He doesn't just wish the universe into being. In fact, before he even starts, Brahma, he hesitates.
Interesting.
This all-powerful being, capable of unimaginable creation, hesitates.
It's a fascinating detail, isn't it?
Yeah. Why? Why is that?
It speaks to this, I think, deep understanding of consequence.
Okay.
Right. We often think of creation as this purely joyful, untainted sort of good thing.
Right.
But for Brahma, there's this heavy awareness of responsibility.
Okay.
It's as if he understands right from the very beginning that creation comes with a price.
Okay, so that's already blowing my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
So he hesitates.
Right.
Then what?
What happens next?
Yeah. Does he just snap his fingers and make the stars?
Well, not quite.
Okay.
His first act of creation is even more interesting, I think.
Okay.
Brahma creates time itself.
He creates time.
Yeah.
Why is that such a big deal?
So think of it this way.
Okay.
If Brahma hadn't created time, then existence would be this singular, unchanging moment.
Right.
By creating time,
he
set in motion the very possibility of change.
Okay.
Growth.
Right.
Decay.
Yeah.
And even regret.
Wow.
And this single act creates the framework for the universe as we know it.
Right.
Where events unfold.
Yeah.
Where there are cycles of creation and destruction.
Okay.
And where beings, like us, can experience the full spectrum of existence.
Wow. It's like he's setting the rules of the game before the game even begins.
Exactly.
Right.
It suggests that even for a god,
there's
this recognition of the power and the importance of time.
Okay, so Brahma has his cosmic clock ticking.
Right.
What does he create next?
Well, with time flowing, Brahma, he turns his attention to creating life itself.
Okay.
And that, of course, includes us, humans.
Down here on Earth.
Down here on Earth.
And this is where things get really interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because we've got other players sort of entering the cosmic stage.
Exactly.
Right. Vishnu the Preserver and Shiva the Destroyer.
Yes.
And they're not just like sidekicks to Brahma in this story, right?
They represent these like fundamental forces of the universe.
Okay.
Just as vital as Brahma's act of creation.
So walk me through this kind of cosmic debate that's playing out. Let's start with Shiva.
Okay.
He's often depicted as this fierce, even intimidating figure.
Yeah.
What's his take on us humans?
So Shiva looks at humanity.
Yeah.
This like fledgling species with so much potential.
Right.
But also prone to like chaos and destruction.
Right.
And he has his doubts.
Okay.
And they're not entirely unfounded, to be honest.
Right.
He sees our capacity for both great love and terrible violence.
Okay.
For creation and destruction.
Right.
He embodies that destructive force.
Okay.
The one that breaks down the old to make way for the new.
Right. So he's not just some like angry god looking to smash things up.
No, it's more nuanced than that.
Okay.
It's more he's questioning whether humanity, given this incredible gift of free will, will ultimately create more harm than good.
So is it too much power for us to handle?
Is it too much?
Right. Can we learn to use it wisely?
Right. Can we get it right?
Right.
These are all questions that even Brahma grapples with.
Okay, so we've got Shiva, the cosmic skeptic, raising some very, very tough questions.
Right.
Where does that leave Vishnu in all of this?
Okay.
Because he's often seen as the protector, right?
Yes. Vishnu embodies preservation.
Okay.
That's striving for balance and harmony.
Right.
He's the one who sees the potential good in humanity.
Okay.
That spark of divinity within us. And he's not content to just sit back and watch the drama unfold.
So he acts.
He acts.
Right, and that's where the concept of avatars comes in.
Exactly.
Right, like Rama and Krishna.
Yes.
These iconic figures in Hindu mythology.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So think of avatars as extensions of Vishnu.
Okay.
Descending into the world to guide humanity, to restore balance when things go off track.
Right.
They're embodiments of divine love, wisdom, and strength, who are here to, remind us of our potential and inspire us towards righteousness. But, and this is crucial, they don't interfere with our free will.
That's a tough needle to thread.
It is.
Right? Yeah. Like divine intervention, but not taking away our choices.
Precisely. And it highlights this fundamental tension, right?
Yeah.
At the heart of existence. How much can we be guided or nudged without compromising the very essence of who we are?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great question. So we've got this like cosmic dance going on, right?
Yeah.
Creation, preservation, destruction.
Right.
Humans stuck in the middle of it all.
Yes.
And we've seen how Shiva and Vishnu see things.
Right.
But what about Brahma?
Yeah.
He's the one who started it all.
He did. He started it all.
So is he just like sitting back and watching this all unfold?
It's not that simple.
Okay.
Remember, Brahma's creation, it isn't a passive act.
Right.
He's actively involved.
Okay.
Deeply invested in the fate of his creation.
So he cares about what happens to humanity.
Yeah.
But he understands the importance of free will.
Right.
So he doesn't want to just like erase our mistakes.
Right.
Hit the cosmic reset button.
Exactly. It's not a video game.
Right. So he's facing a real dilemma then.
Absolutely.
Right.
A real dilemma.
Should he intervene? But how can he intervene without undermining, everything he set in motion in the first place?
Yeah. How do you guide without controlling?
Right.
How do you nudge without forcing?
Right.
And this is where Brahma's story takes a really fascinating turn.
Okay.
He doesn't choose either extreme.
Okay.
Not total destruction.
Right.
Not micromanaging control.
Okay.
He chooses a path of renewal.
Renewal.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So think of it as this, like subtle shift in the fabric of reality. It's not a do-over.
Okay.
Doesn't wipe the slate clean.
Right.
It's about encouraging growth and change, guiding humanity like toward a new understanding of itself and its place in the universe.
That sounds hopeful.
It is hopeful.
Yeah.
It's optimistic.
Yeah.
It suggests that even when things go wrong, even when there's chaos, destruction, there's always that possibility of renewal.
Of a fresh start.
A fresh start, yeah.
So we've seen how each of these gods, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, experience the consequences of their own actions. Right. This burden of creation, this struggle to maintain harmony, and the inevitability of destruction.
Right.
What do their internal struggles tell us about them, about their character?
Yeah. It's a question that's been debated for centuries, isn't it?
Right.
The nature of the divine.
Yeah.
The role of gods in the human world.
Right.
But what's, I think, fascinating here is that we see these deities not as perfect beings, but as complex, flawed, even conflicted individuals, just like us.
That's what I think makes this deep dive so engaging.
Right.
It's not just about the mythology, it's about the humanness of it all.
The humanness.
And ultimately, what does this cosmic tale tell us about our own struggles?
Well, I think it reminds us that creation, preservation, and destruction, they're not just abstract concepts, but forces that we encounter every single day.
Right.
Whether we're creating a new project, striving to maintain a relationship, or facing like difficult choices that might lead to change or loss. We are grappling with these same cosmic forces in our own way. The way we choose to navigate these forces with wisdom, compassion, and understanding of the delicate balance of existence. That's what ultimately shapes our own stories. Our own journey of renewal.
So even if we can't fully understand the minds of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, we can still learn from their stories.
Absolutely.
And apply those lessons to our own lives.
100%, yeah. After all, we are all kind of participants in this cosmic dance.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
We are all creators, preservers, and destroyers.
In our own unique ways.
In our own unique ways.
I love that.
Yeah.
So maybe it's time we start looking at those roles.
Yeah.
Not as opposites.
Right.
But as interconnected elements of a larger, more complex story.
Of a much larger, more complex story.
It's a lot to think about.
It is.
But that's why we do these deep dives.
That's it.
Thank you, as always, for taking this deep dive with me.
It's always a pleasure.
And thank you, dear listener, for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep creating your own story.